Hi guys, JT here. Today I'm bringing you some information on a humble bundle Indie Icons Showcase bundle of May 2026. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and support the channel in the process. Before I begin, I'd like to thank you the viewers for watching my videos. I hope they're helpful. Most importantly, knowing that you're watching it means the world. Anyway, let's get into this. And number 1 we have Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, a Metroidvania game with anime-style characters. The game is set in 18th century England, where the Guild of Alchemy tries to prove its relevance by summoning demons using crystals infused into humans. This leads to a devastating massacre, leaving only 2 survivors, Giebel and Miriam, a shardbinder who wakes up after 10 years of slumber. As a shardbinder, Miriam can absorb demonic powers and use them in combat. The game offers a diverse range of weaponry and magic, allowing players to customize their playstyle. The castle where the game takes place is filled with detail, and each area has its own unique personality. The lore of the castle can be discovered through scattered books, and the combat mechanics offer various combos for each weapon type. While the game received praise for its combat and boss fights, some players found it to be too easy when exploring the castle. However, the difficulty can be adjusted, and the challenging boss battles provide an enjoyable experience. One criticism is that it's easy to get lost or unsure of where to go next, as the game allows for non-linear exploration. Acquiring the true ending can also feel like a scavenger hunt without any walkthroughs. Overall, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is a highly enjoyable game. The customization options and satisfying boss encounters make it a recommended choice for fans of the genre, both now and in the future. And number 2 we have Risk of Rain Returns. Risk of Rain Returns brings the beloved action roguelike back to its 2D roots, refining the original's formula with fresh polish and quality of life improvements. You crash land on a hostile planet, fighting through waves of enemies while collecting absurdly powerful items. The game's signature time-based difficulty curve keeps every run tense. Do you explore for upgrades, or rush to the teleporter before enemies become overwhelming? The core gameplay remains as punishingly addictive as ever. Each run depends on randomized item drops and enemy placement, meaning luck plays a role. But mastering your character's abilities is key. Whether dodging on the commando's tactical dive or obliterating foes with a well-timed shotgun blast, skillful play turns chaos into precision. New features include sharper visuals, smoother performance, and an overhauled multiplayer mode that finally delivers a seamless co-op experience. The roster has grown to 15 characters, with new additions like the Pilot and Drifter offering fresh playstyles. The Providence Trials introduce inventive skill-based challenges, adding a fun twist outside of regular runs. However, despite these upgrades, Risk of Rain Returns does not push the genre forward like its predecessors. Games like Hades and Curse of the Dead Gods have evolved roguelike storytelling and combat, making this return feel more nostalgic than groundbreaking. Still, for longtime fans or newcomers craving classic roguelike action, this is a satisfying revisit, even if it does not redefine the genre. And number 3 we have Citizen Sleeper. Citizen Sleeper invites you into a captivating world where survival hinges on the roll of the dice. This dice-spending RPG immerses you in the struggles of a synthetic, being on a space station city teeming with revolutionaries, refugees, and pirates. In this Blade Runner-esque setting, you'll navigate the daily routine of a fugitive replicant, balancing mundane tasks with the constant threat of pursuit by the corporation that created you. Citizen Sleeper excels at immersing you in the rhythm of everyday life, encouraging you to live out a routine that includes sleeping, eating, working, and even caring for a stray cat. Each day begins with the roll of dice, determining the outcomes of your actions. Whether you're performing menial tasks to survive or delving into the data cloud to hack systems, every decision carries weight. The game's focus on ordinary people and their interconnected stories brings depth to the experience, with characters depicted through expressive anime portraits and compelling narratives. As you explore the station and forge relationships, you'll encounter a variety of challenges, from managing your deteriorating condition to evading hunters sent by the corporation. Yet, with time and strategic planning, you'll uncover solutions to these obstacles and shape your destiny. Despite minor flaws like typos and occasional glitches, Citizen Sleeper's rich storytelling and multiple endings make it a memorable experience. Whether you're gambling at the Tambor Tea Room or renovating a bar, every moment feels significant, drawing you deeper into its evocative world. Ultimately, Citizen Sleeper is an immersive life sim RPG that will keep you engrossed from start to finish, offering an experience you won't want to wake up from. At number 4 we have Superhot, a first-person shooter that offers some of the most unusual hypnotic gameplay ever seen in a genre. At its heart, you're placed in a graphically simple, untextured virtual world where you fight red humanoids in completely white spaces, using dark blue weapons to defend yourself. The primary twist is that time only moves when you do. If you stand still, everything in the world freezes. This mesmerizing, addictive time-pausing mechanic lets you see bullets flying at you, allowing you to sidestep them, punch enemies, and grab weapons right out of the air. However, because time also ticks forward when you look around with your mouse, you must stay sharp, transforming the experience into a clever puzzle game packed with computerized violence. The game frames its surreal action around a creative meta-narrative, starting with the concept of you receiving a cracked pre-release game from an online friend. It builds an incredibly polished retro presentation around this premise, utilizing an ASCII text menu system viewed through a barrel-distorted lens to evoke navigating an old BBS on a CRT monitor. Though you can blitz through the main story campaign in just 2 to 3 hours, extensive replay value awaits you. Once finished, you unlock an endless mode, featuring never-ending waves of enemies, alongside various challenging level modifications. Furthermore, built-in social media features let you upload your best runs to a website where your play records play back in real time, making your encounters look like expertly choreographed brawls. At number 5 we have The Witness, a captivating journey through a series of increasingly complex maze puzzles set on an idyllic island. The game stands out as a remarkable teaching mechanism, guiding you through its intricacies with finesse and elegance. As you delve into the puzzles scattered across the island, you'll find yourself immersed in a silent yet engaging world where every detail serves a purpose. From the lush landscapes to the enigmatic stone effigies, the island is rich with symbolism and mystery, inviting you to unravel its secrets. The gameplay revolves around solving maze puzzles, each intricately designed to challenge your intellect and perception. The puzzles start off simple, but gradually increase in complexity, requiring you to adapt and combine different mechanisms to overcome them. Despite its challenging nature, The Witness excels in teaching you its mechanics without the need for explicit exposition, creating a sense of intellectual intimacy between you and the creator. While the game's endgame puzzles may feel slightly artificial, and its storyline remain open to interpretation, The Witness offers a thought-provoking experience that goes beyond mere puzzle solving. It invites you to contemplate life's mysteries, and offers a unique perspective on the relationship between player and designer. The Witness is a masterfully crafted puzzle game that will keep you engaged from start to finish. With its exquisite puzzles and captivating world, it's a journey well worth taking for any puzzle enthusiast. At number 6 we have Celeste, an engaging and vibrant platformer that offers a challenging experience while incorporating a compelling narrative. The game adds a story to a genre that often lacks one. In Celeste, you play as Madeline, a determined young girl on a mission to climb the treacherous Celeste Mountain. The mountain is dangerous and seemingly haunted, but Madeline sees it as a personal challenge to overcome her own struggles. The platforming gameplay requires precise movement, quick reflexes, and careful navigation through various hazards like spikes, falls, and red ooze. Madeline can jump, dash, and climb walls, with additional abilities and modifiers introduced throughout the game. One notable aspect of Celeste is its incorporation of a narrative that aligns with its gameplay. The story revolves around Madeline's journey to find inner peace and deals with themes of self-discovery. The game's difficulty is intertwined with the protagonist's mindset, creating a meaningful connection between gameplay and storytelling. The moments of triumph and failure experienced while playing mirror Madeline's emotional and mental struggles. The game introduces characters haunted by their own demons, adding depth to the narrative. While the platforming remains challenging, Celeste strikes a balance by including open-ended areas focused on light puzzles, serving as tutorials for new gameplay elements. The game offers a sense of progression and accomplishment, making it accessible to players who may not typically finish difficult platformers. Despite its strengths, Celeste has a few drawbacks. Some players found the sections involving wind to be tedious and momentum-breaking, detracting from the overall experience. However, these moments are relatively infrequent. In conclusion, Celeste stands out as an engaging and challenging platformer that successfully integrates narrative elements into its gameplay. It offers a paced experience, allowing for moments of reflection and triumph. Whether you enjoy platformers or are seeking a game with compelling story, Celeste is highly recommended. At number 7 we have Slime Rancher, a first-person farming sandbox simulation where you play as Beatrix LeBeau, a rancher who is deposited 1,000 light years from Earth. Your primary task is to gradually build up your homestead and explore the surrounding alien world by corralling adorable bouncing blobs of slime. Equipped with a vacuum pack, you suck up these colorful creatures, pen them into corals, and feed them food to harvest their droppings, known as plorts. These plorts drive the entire economy, allowing you to sell them on a fluctuating market to earn currency or funnel them into a laboratory to craft advanced technology and decorations. Experimentation reveals that feeding a slime a plort from another species creates large hybrids, though overcrowding risks spawning the destructive tar monsters. The experience perfectly balances the gentle push of exploration with the satisfying pull of upgrading your base. Venturing into the beautiful world organically rewards you with new resources, hidden secrets, and a heartwarming narrative delivered through letters. However, after about 30 hours, the gameplay loop can stagnate into repetitive farming chores, and the prescribed layout of the ranch limits deep customization and replayability. Performance can also struggle if you build too many glowing decorations. This title is a delightful, irrepressible, and vibrant oasis in a market often crowded with muddy shooters. It captures the unique joy of dealing with creatures so cute you cannot stay mad at them, providing dozens of wonderful hours of cozy, captivating fun that will leave you feeling warm and thoroughly satisfied. At number 8 we have Starbound, a 2D side-scrolling sandbox game that expands upon traditional mining, crafting, and exploration mechanics by weaving them into a broader galactic narrative filled with distinct worlds and characters. Initially, you might expect a standard genre loop of gathering resources, building bases, and defeating enemies. However, once you complete the first few introductory missions, the experience quickly takes off as you plunge into a larger interstellar drama. A major highlight is your ability to travel across the solar system to numerous randomly generated planets. Each world introduces a massive variety of biomes, monsters, and non-player characters that can prove to either be friends or foes. Even digging straight down from your initial base reveals an absurdist parade of unexpected environments, ranging from luminescent villages haunted by giant robots to deep caves formed entirely of rotten flesh. This constant sense of discovery keeps the gameplay highly enjoyable and surprisingly fresh. Complementing this exploration is a versatile combat system that opens up significantly once you craft decent weapons and armor. You can freely switch between diverse setups, such as a machine gun and poison sword, to take on challenging, classic-feeling boss fights. Tying everything together is a rich questline involving 6 sentient, culturally distinct races that you must convince to unite against terrifying tentacle monsters. Starbound expertly blends action, side quests, and base maintenance to avoid genre fatigue. It is a compelling, freedom-filled classic that you will confidently revisit for years to come. And that's all for this bundle. The humble 15th anniversary Indie Icons Showcase is an absolute banger of a deal. For just $10, you unlock an elite Steam Deck ready starter kit packed with heavy-hitting masterpieces like Celeste, Risk of Rain Returns, and Bloodstained. Veterans of the bundle grind might face a boss-level backlog or heavy duplicates since these legends are frequently bundled. But for new PC gamers or Steam Deck owners, this loot drop is a mandatory top-tier insta-buy. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.